Lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Okongwu at the 4 with Capella at the 5. MP is out there with Trae Young, and it's Bogdanovic in at the 3, the small forward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's MP. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Well, the way MP runs screen and roll, you think he's been in this league for over a decade.
Wiggins outside. Back to Curry. Shoots over Young. Misses off the left iron. Here's Atlanta with the ball. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Here's Curry. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Green. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Now here's Young. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Sacramento. Lets it go from deep. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. It's a 3-point game. Jackson Davis with the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's MP. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And he lobs it up top. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. And with the season just underway, here's a quick look at the early power rankings to see where we're at. You take a look at the Kings. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for Atlanta, they've gotten off to a sluggish start, still trying to figure out how all the pieces fit together and get things running smoothly.
Now here's Green. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. MP against Hield. Here's MP. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. Well, for the Warriors this summer, there was disappointment seeing their longtime trio broken up with the departure of Klay Thompson. But many around the league felt like with the additions they've made, this team is actually upgraded. So, guys, we'll see how they hold up in this crowded Western Conference. Do Steph Curry and Draymond Green have enough?
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. Now here's MP. 5 points in the game. Young finds Capella. For close to a decade now, Stan, Clint Capella has been a double-double machine.
Well, Brian, I think the key to Capella is he knows who he is. He's a great rebounder, rim runner, and shot blocker, and then he doesn't force things offensively, and that's why he's had one of the highest shooting percentages in NBA history.
KYG, know your game. Podziemski's checked in for Hield. Pass to Jackson Davis. Now Green. Outside Podziemski. Back to Green. From the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Well, in terms of where they sit in the league, these teams are both in the middle of the pack, but both are looking to take the next step.
And a fast break now for the Hawks. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Wiggins. Warriors trail by 3. Right side, Podziemski. Wiggins against Bogdanovic. Outside Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Good D by Kangwoo.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
That one goes. Count it. MP's got 9. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Young against Curry. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
One of the deadliest shooters in league history. Curry's range knows no bounds. Simply incredible.
Now here's MP, defended by Podziemski. MP, the pass to Capella. Kicks it out to MP. The Hawks need to get one up here. Kangwoo with the bucket.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls? Just great decision-making from him.
Here's Podziemski. Hey, rejected by Capella. And he gets it back. And he's able to get it back. And this gives us a chance to check in on the season's best three-point shooting teams. The 4th spot held by the Warriors.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
With a new season underway, what are some areas that are challenging for players to get used to again, Grant?
You know, B.A., I think being on the road again in general, making sure you continue to eat right, get the proper rest, getting into a routine as quickly as possible. That's what's the most challenging at first. Oh, that's great basketball. Denying them on one end while grabbing points on the other.
The Hawks have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. MP, the pass to Young. Shoots over Curry. Outside Bogdanovich. Now here's MP, defended by Podziemski. MP drives in. And another shot, and it's in there.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Outside Podziemski. Jackson Davis a screen. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen by Capella. Here's MP. Pass to Young. Rebounded by Green. And it's Green with the ball for the Warriors. Trailing by 2. Wiggins for 3. On target from range. Wiggins got 5.
And that's a good shot for Wiggins. I mean, he can be deadly from the corner.
Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Johnson. And picked 20th back in 2021. Jalen Johnson might end up being the steal of that draft, Coach.
Well, look, Brian, when we see guys take a big jump like Johnson has, it's usually because they have shot the ball better like he has. He's really blossomed during his 3rd year and still has plenty of room to grow. Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
To the paint. Here's Podziemski. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Now here's MP. 9 points in the game. Left side Young. Johnson a screen on Curry. Shoots from the line. Shakes him. And the layup is good by Johnson.
Well, that's Trae Young's strength, working that pick and roll to perfection.
Golden State has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Wiggins outside. There's the 3. Capella with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Young, the pass to MP. The kick out to Johnson. Here's MP, defended by Podziemski. To the inside. MP finds Johnson. Now Capella. Now here's Bogdanovich. Covered by Jackson Davis. And Bogdanovich is good for 3. And it's a 3-point Atlanta lead.
Well, that's too much space for Bogdanovich, especially from the corner.
Outside Podziemski. Hey, rejected by Capella.
Offensively, you have to be aware of Capella. He is a block master.
All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Wiggins for three. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 4 rebounds now. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
MP, that one's good.
Oh, fantastic start from the field for him. 6 for 8.
And here are the Warriors now. 7-point differential. Their last game, a win against the Clippers. Looking to carry it into this one.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
It's Wiggins on the wing. Inside, here's Jackson Davis. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Jackson Davis. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. Waters is checked in for Wiggins. And it's Melton in for Stephen Curry. Now here's MP. 13 points in the game. And he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got 15.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Melton passes to Looney. Here's Waters. Down low. Here's Kuminga. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Daniels. Melton covers. MP right side. Misfire there. Now 7 for 11. Warriors trail by 3. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. Now here's MP. 15 points in the game. Pass to Johnson. And here's MP. To the inside. Johnson. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Johnson's got his second basket on the night.
Nice high release on Johnson's jumper. He really believed in that shot.
There's a screen by Kuminga. Now here's Looney. Pass to Kuminga. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
The drive by MP. Off with the layup. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Hawks on top. They're up by 3. And we've got more action. Completely new group here for the Warriors. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. For Atlanta, they've gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. And the Hawks, looking at who they've got, Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. Trae Young out there with MP. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Curry's shot is off.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Despite ups and downs, the Atlanta Hawks have remained in the hunt season to season, Stan.
Well, Brian, this team has a lot of resilience. They're scrappy, they're hardworking, and it's helped them stay on the margins, at least, of the playoff picture.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside. I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
That's his second triple this quarter after hitting one earlier. This is how you space the floor.
Curry against Young. MP outside. The three is up. It's rebounded by Golden State. Jackson-Davis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Wiggins down low. Bogdanovich on him. Curry looking it over to the middle. Here's Green. Oh, look at Green getting his inside.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Curry against Young. Johnson a screen on Curry. Young the pass to Johnson. Here's MP. Screen by Capella. MP drives in. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. Nance, he's checked in for Johnson.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks. Number 22, Larry Nance.
A minute 42 left in the second. Curry against Young. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Curry with it. And he lobs it up to the rim.
A quality defender, Capella uses his size and reach to erase shots.
Now MP. He's got 17. Can they get it? The rebound by Wiggins. The Warriors lead by 4. 5-on-3 break. And there's Curry on the assist by Wiggins. Curry's got 8 here in this quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Nance with a screen on Wiggins. Bogdanovich against Wiggins. 4 on the clock. The 3. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Well, anyone can tell you Bogdanovich is a volume three-point shooter. It's the focus of his game.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Outside heel. The rebound by the Hawks. MP's got 4 rebounds now. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Curry. The 3 ball. No good. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. Helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. Time for a quick break. Then back to the action.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they've had some hiccups early on, but I don't think that takes away from the potential of this team. With their talent and coaching.
And focusing back in on the Hawks, they're in a tight one.
Their perimeter D's been weaker than airport toilet paper. Trust me, I know. They should.
That does it for halftime.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. MP really making a difference here.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. Wiggins and Green hold down the forward spots. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Shot from 12. Young misses. And Wiggins has got the ball here for Golden State, leading by 5. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Bogdanovich down low. Wiggins on him. It's stolen by Hield. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Wiggins against Capella. A shot from the mid-range. The rebound by Atlanta.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
The Warriors lead by 5. Curry with it, and it's Young picking him up. And Young with the block. And he stays with it. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. And Atlanta gets called for the foul.
And it's almost like Curry's motor never stops running. This is what forces defenders to overcommit.
And Grant, once again, Stephen Curry hit 300 threes last season. Man, he's in a class of his own.
Well, there have been 7 300-plus three-point seasons ever. Stephen has 5 of them. He has the only 400 three-point year ever. So, yeah, B.A., Stephen has created his own class.
And here's Curry for 3. Curry buries the triple.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's 3-ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Young against Curry. Here's MP. He's got 19. 6 on the shot clock. Okongwu, the pass to Capella. Hield against MP. Second chance effort. It's not going to go for him.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Wiggins passes to Hield. Launches a 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Hawks trail by 8. Pass to MP. Oh, another miss by MP.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his court.
For Atlanta, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. 11 feet out. The bank shot, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Green, the pass to Hield. Now Jackson Davis, guarded by Capella. To the paint. Out to Hield. Over MP. And the basket by Hield.
Dangerous face-up shooter. Hield's a threat from mid-range to deep range.
Young looking around. MP outside. To win the cold spell. And he's going for the lob. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Well, if you put it up there, Capella has the link to go get it.
The Warriors lead by 8. Pass to Jackson Davis. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Capella. Coach, when you look at the best defensive teams, what's the balance between IQ, the smarts for the game, versus effort?
Well, Brian, it's both. You know, I mean, the effort is a given. You're not going to get anything done in the game without effort. But to be a good defensive team, you have to be smart. You have to understand your opponents, their tendencies, both as a team and as individuals. And if you do that, you can cover up for a lot in terms of just raw athleticism.
MP. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Coach, when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, you got to start with Trae Young.
One of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, Brian. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor. He's a great ball handler and one of the most creative passers in the game.
And the Warriors making a change here. Podziemski's checked in. Green against Okongwu. Here's Curry. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Curry's got 7 points for the quarter.
You know, I think this guy just loves the game of basketball. The preparation, the interaction with his teammates. He has fun out there on the floor.
Here's Capella. And he converts the layup. Capella's got 7 points in the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Jackson Davis a screen. Inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Capella. And over the last 4 seasons, Stan, the Hawks have hovered around 500.
Yeah, but trending downward year over year. Without control of their first-round picks for the next 3 seasons from the DeJounte Murray trade, Brian, they've got no choice but to make it work.
Bogdanovich finds MP. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times. And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Green. Oh, Green dropping the hammer.
I love the show of force by Green, putting the defense on notice with the jam.
Here's MP. Outside Young. Outside Bogdanovich. Down low. And stolen by Green. And here's the fast break. Curry from deep three-point land. Tries again. Jackson Davis with the bucket. Jackson Davis has got 5 points now in the quarter. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break, converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
Nifty fake from MP. Wow. If he's already got that, watch out.
Kuminga, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And a change for the Hawks. Johnson, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Okongwu against Green. Here's Curry. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. They trail by 14. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip. Green with the defensive effort.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Kuminga, the pass to Green. And the three-pointer goes. Green's got 16 points now.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
MP outside. Out to the right wing. Getting it done inside, MP.
I like how assertive MP is down there. No question that he's got the skills to score in the paint.
Curry passes to Kuminga. Puts it up from 12. Curry's shot is off. Hawks trail by 15. Here's MP. No luck on that one. Golden State has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Curry against Johnson. Green with a screen on Johnson. Curry passes to Green. It's Podziemski on the wing. And here's Kuminga for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got 11 points here in the second half.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Back to Curry. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Curry's got 24 points.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
To the right side. Young from long range. Rebounded by Green. Green's got rebound number 11.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
Curry's shot is off.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
On the wing, MP. Warriors with the rebound. Jackson Davis has got 8 rebounds in the game. Outside Podziemski. Outside Kuminga. Here's Curry. The rebound by Atlanta.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Here's MP. Lays it up and banks it in. MP's got 32 points in the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And the Warriors.
All right, get back in there.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. MP outside. Screen by Capella. Here's MP. It's tipped. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. There's the drive. Soft touch off the glass. MP's got 17 points here in the second half.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. MP is out there with Dyson Daniels, and it's Capella in at the center position. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
MP shot is off.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to Podziemski. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 to fall.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Daniels. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Daniels has gotten his first bucket of the night. The Warriors lead by 20. Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to Melton. Johnson against Kuminga. And here's Hield. 6 to shoot. Podziemski. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Podziemski's got 5 points now this quarter. Here's Daniels. MP outside, launches it, nails it from beyond the arc.
You have to be ready to take your shots when they come. And MP was ready this time.
Pass to Jackson Davis. To the left side wing. Outside heel. Jackson Davis a screen. To the inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
On the wing, Daniels. Stolen by Melton. Here's the break. Oh, there's the alley. Hammers the lob through.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And here's MP from outside. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Hield passes to Melton. It's Podziemski on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Kuminga with a screen on Capella. Off target from outside. And so MP will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, BA. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world. Yeah, good mechanics and a high release. Risache's shot is pretty refined and ready for quick attacks like this.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here and some changes here for the Warriors. Green's checked in for Kuminga. Wiggins comes in for Podziemski. And it's Stephen Curry in for Melton. And the Warriors with possession here. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Pass to Curry. Jackson Davis a screen. Puts up a deep 3. Capella with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
MP drives in. Uneasy 2 on the layup. MP's got 39.
Oh, sometimes you know the contact is coming. MP not shying away at all.
Now here's Jackson Davis. Outside, Green to the middle. Here's Wiggins. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got his 9th assist of the game now.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's MP. Hield with the defensive effort. The Warriors lead by 20. Knocked away. MP with it. Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, BA. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
Down low. Hield for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land.
And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
The Hawks have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Pass to Okongwu, and here's MP. And the layup is good off the glass. MP's got 41.
Hey, he's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
Wiggins outside. Floats one up. Hey, rejected by Capella. And the basket by Hield.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
For Atlanta, they've gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. MP against Hield. Here's MP. And no good, trying to use the glass. The Warriors lead by 23. Pass to Green. Curry with it, guarded by Young. Okongwu against Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. Green, a screen. Wiggins passes to Hield. And the 3 off target.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
MP. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And since halftime, he's made a concerted effort to get to the line. Be aggressive. Great stuff.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit. If they want to come away with a victory, they just need to keep knocking down those free throws.
It's Wiggins on the wing. Outside, Green. Hield against MP. Fires from the line, and the basket by Hield.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Pass to MP. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists here tonight. The Warriors lead by 21. And here's Curry. Curry, a screen on MP. Back to Curry. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Young. And there's another one for the Warriors.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball.
Substitution on the court.
Golden State has gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. Now here's Looney to the inside. Here's Kuminga. Rejected by Okongwu. MP looking around. Capella finds MP. Screen by Capella. Here's MP. And he banks in the layup. MP's got 47 points.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Melton passes to Looney. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Capella. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of hype. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
And the Hawks making a change here. Nance, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Johnson comes in for Okongwu. Risache, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Daniels is subbed in for Young. The Warriors lead by 23.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Warriors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams. You know, it's no secret that MP is a confident guy. But what I really like is that most of the time he lets his play do the talking for him.
Fultz, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pass to Kuminga. Back to Fultz. Banked it in off the glass.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. And that's going to send MP to the free throw line. That one on Melton. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Now here's Podziemski, defended by Bogdanovich. Here's Kuminga. Okongwu with the rebound. And Atlanta with possession here. MP drives in. Out to the right wing. Capella finds Okongwu. Now here's MP. He's guarded closely. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for you.